Welcome back. We are playing Dungeon Lords. We have with me, Martin,
Hello.
as usual, and D, and Bob Dave.
Oh.
We are done. I don't know if anyone's played the game Dungeon Keeper, but this is essentially what the game is. This is our overboard. We have all the resources on here. It's pretty much like a worker placement game, except each person is building a dungeon. So this is your dungeon board. Down here, those are your tunnels. On the empty squares is where you add rooms and more tunnels. And over there is where the heroes will come at the end of the year to come beat in your face. You can put down some traps over there, some monsters over there. And these are your resources. You've got your workers, which goes out onto the main board. Sorry about that. And get some resources. So you got food, happy faces, mining tunnels,
happy faces,
gold,
Rooms, monsters, traps, imps.
These are the imps. Look at these awesome little imps. They're awesome. I really like them. Why aren't they painted yet, Dave?
Because you haven't painted them, Jez.
because they're tiny and there's loads of them.
Yeah. Right, so basically each turn we lay down the little peons, we gain some resources, and we extend our dungeon, gaining monsters and traps to defend against the evil heroes.
I think this is like time progressing here. We'll go through it twice, is that right?
Yeah. What we're going to do is try something new. Is we'll halfway through the game, instead of just doing a recap, we'll do a turn, so you can see the way the turn sequence works is how we place down the peons and then move them back again to claim our resources, and maybe even do a bit of a fight at the end to see how the dungeon fight goes. Right. Any questions, guys? Okay, so this is a recap of what's happened. We've moved up, this is the time track as you can tell, so we've moved up all the way across to what is essentially the last season. You can see there's 4 heroes left to be designated, so we're going to do those 4 steps. I'm going to try and do them in order now, like live on camera.
They look like a pain in the arse as well.
Just to give you a recap of what's happened, on my turns I've accumulated some more food and gold and imps. I've managed to get a ghost to help me defend my dungeon, and I've got 2 traps. D has gained some more imps. He's got slime, and he's got a trap. Dave has got slime, and what is that, a witch?
Yeah, banshee.
And 3 traps. So Dave's pretty well prepared for his adventurers. Martin's a little more panicky.
No, I got 2 traps.
2 traps.
Hard ass.
Witch. And we're gonna go through a turn. Sweet. Right, so we've moved on the time counter to play using orders. D's going to do the first order, which is...
My first order, I'm going to build a room.
So he puts his token down on the room order. The tokens go to the top of the orders, but we what do you say? We do them
Activate.
From activate them from the bottom to the top.
He's foreign.
I've gone for some imps.
Dave's doing an imp. As usual.
Another trap.
Right, I am doing... What am I doing?
Gold.
Gold.
Over there.
Mine goes down there. Right, and D does his next order.
Second action, I'm also going for a sneaky trap to get it for free.
You'll notice the guys will go for traps and monsters more now
I'm going
because
for happiness. Just to prove
at the
you
end
wrong.
at this end of this turn we're gonna get some adventurers beating down our heads.
I'm going for some imps.
Beat down.
I am going for a monster.
My last one is some imps.
Imps are very good because they provide you with the workers in your dungeon.
That's about to get destroyed.
And I'm
Yes.
going for gold.
And Dave's pretty well prepared for his dungeon, so he's I think preparing for next turn already.
I'm not, 'cause I just fucked up.
And
Pay taxes.
my last one is a
Oh,
room,
we do have to pay taxes still.
which is going to go there. Right, so basically those are all orders done.
Son of a bitch.
Now this will move up to retrieval orders. Martin just moving up.
Okay, this one.
Yep. So it goes to retrieval orders now. Alright, so basically now we're going to do the rooms and retrieval. So D's got a room over there. You put 2 imps in it and you
Possibly
get to
2
build a
imps.
tunnel.
I get to build another tunnel, which will
The tunnels have to
just
go
one tunnel.
sort of, they can't go in a 2x2 square, so you can't put them in that square there. Right, Dave's got a room as well.
I put 3 imps in mine to get some food, which is these lovely green squares.
Martin and I don't have any rooms, so now we go to activation. Let's start on that square there. There's nothing for food.
And go here.
So who's red, Dave?
That's me. So I retrieve my imp. I go down 1 on the happiness.
On the evil track.
And I get to look at this card, which I'll do in a minute.
Right. And then we move on to the mining. Nothing for mining.
Dave.
Then gold. So red gets to move. Do his gold.
So I retrieve him.
Do you not do the green first?
No, it's down at the bottom.
to top.
3 imps, and you can mine them. They go in the center of the tunnels, and they get to mine gold. So they'll get 3 gold tokens.
3 gold.
And then green gets to mine. Just stick 2 in mine on there.
2 gold.
Right, and then we move on to imps. So starting at the bottom. No,
Okay.
at the bottom.
Bottom. Sorry.
So it cost me 1
Doesn't actually
food
matter as much for this one, but
and 1 gold, and I get 2 more imps. My army build.
Mine is 2 food.
For 2 imps. Mine is 1 food for 1 imp.
You can see the costs on them there. Okay. Then we move on to the traps. Blue gets to do their trap first.
This one's great because you don't have to spend anything to get a trap.
Yes, there's a free trap.
better not be good either.
Sounds
Yellow,
awesome.
which is Martin, will have to spend a gold
Gold.
to get a trap. They get the traps from that pile over there. Right, then we move on to monsters. I'm the only one who's got a monster, and I am going to go for a vampire.
Which means you go up on the evil. 1, 2.
Yay! Thank God for that. Actually, is that good?
The reason I went for a vampire is because I've got a hard-ass warrior and a trap master coming my way, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that bastard healer right there.
You absolutely are.
Right, so then we
Can't
move
get
on
this
to the
one.
last thing, which is the rooms. I'm first again, because it goes from the bottom to the top. So I spend my gold, and I'll get the 3 imps for the smiley face.
Replaces that.
And it'll go down on a thing, so it's replace one of my tiles. If they get his hand out of the way. Alright, so it goes down at the bottom there. Actually, did I check the... It has to go in the middle.
Click on it. So that one goes
Yeah.
there.
So
Just
the
to
little...
represent the little yellow symbol shows on your entire dungeon over where it can be built.
So that imp's just excavated that area for me. And now we move on to yellow. Spend a gold to buy little...
Does he want to?
Yes.
The only room left
I'm a
is...
little concerned about the whole beating the crap out of it thing.
And they have to go to the top of your dungeon as well.
Oh.
Just by the way, you notice there's only 2 rooms to buy, so blue will not get a room if he buys this.
I'm gonna buy it. Screw it.
So blue doesn't get a room. Wah, wah, wah.
Shove it.
Okay. Right, this is the... It moves on to the taxation phase now. So you pay 2... No, you pay 1 gold for every 2 rooms occupied. Or 2 squares.
Oh,
2
God.
spaces in your dungeon.
So I've got 5 squares occupied. It's rounded up, so I'm paying 3 gold. So there's my 3 gold. Goes into the treasury. And I'll come back to D because D is the funniest.
Right, I've got 6. Sorry, there's my 3.
3.
I'm now out of resources.
I've got 6, and again, I'm paying 3. That's me out of gold.
Right.
D needs to pay, what is it, 4?
2, 4,
2,
6.
4,
He needs
6.
yeah.
8. So I need to pay 4. I only have 2 gold.
So he's basically paying the 2 gold.
This means now he's in debt with the treasury department or
Yeah.
something.
So the Ministry of Dungeon Lords
Blood
has
money.
given him 2 negative tokens. At the end of the game, they're worth what? Minus
Minus
3.6.
3
each.
per token.
Yeah. So
So D's not going to win, is
yeah.
he?
We'll see.
Right. So that was the taxation phase. It now moves on to the Euro phase.
So this is distribution, isn't it?
Yes. So
Does he gain evil for not paying, or is
No,
it just the
no,
monster?
So I'm the most evil person, so I gain the best dude on there, which goes in the end of them. So I've got a healer, a thief, and a warrior in mine.
Right.
It moves on to the next.
Right, me and Dave are tied.
But
and
as
it
I'm
goes-
next in player
yeah,
order,
That's why I was pissed off.
I get him.
And I get this one,
I get this weirdo.
Yeah.
which is very annoying.
Right. So that's basically the year done. What we're going to do now is this board flips over. So if someone wants to flip over the board,
Yeah.
it turns to the combat
Warriors.
board.
Thieves, wizards.
Right. So then we lay down the magic cards all the
Combat cards.
combat
everywhere.
cards.
In order as well. That's very specific because some people have been able to look at them.
Yeah,
I still haven't had a look at mine, so I will be looking at that. Well, it doesn't make a difference. I'll see it in a second anyway.
So D and I and supposedly Dave have seen them. Right, so now we'll do.
I haven't looked at them because I don't know what they are anyway. So
We'll do the combat step, and I will do it one at a time, basically starting with the first player. So we'll come back to that. Okay, so we're going to start the first battle round. We've all planned our traps and monsters for the round. So the first magic phase is going to be flipped over, and we're going to start with D as he's the first player turn. He's got a thief, a wizard, and a healer or cleric coming up. So first things first is a trap. You going to play any trap?
I will indeed play my trap, which is poisoned meal. I can pay 1 food. The first adventurer takes damage equals to the remaining hit points.
So his remaining hit points is 3. He'll take 3 minus 1 because of the trap icon, so he takes 2 damage. So we put 2 cubes on him. Right, so that's the trap done. Then we go on to the monster.
No, we don't.
Oh, yeah, of course. We've got suggestion. For each monster in combat, either pay its cost or withdraw it. So you got to pay another food, can you?
Right.
So away he goes to the back to his little sleepy hollow.
is he face down now?
No, he gets to get used again next
Right.
time.
Okay.
So D, you're in a bit of a trouble.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Okay, so that's now we go on to the little green
Slow
icon.
attack spells.
Slow attack spells, which is none. Healing.
So 1
Got
healing.
1 heal, so one of those gets healed.
Maybe
And then we
that's
go
worse than I thought.
Then we go on to conquering. So that tile there. Fatigue. Fatigue. We got to do fatigue first.
So he would have died then, wouldn't he, before he healed?
Yeah,
no,
that's a good
no,
point.
healing is first, then fatigue.
Yeah. So he heals 1, then takes 2.
No, fatigue first, then
No.
heal, is it not?
No,
That's healing.
Okay.
Fatigue's there.
Okay, cool.
so you put 2 more on him,
So
which
he
does
heals.
kill him now,
Yeah, because there's 2. Yes, 2 fatigue on the front one per turn, so then
Yeah.
that kills him.
and he goes to your little,
Rah! Goes
Good
to my
cell.
dungeon.
and
move up.
they move up, and they're gonna now conquer that square over there.
Smash.
At least you've got plenty of choice of what to conquer.
Yes.
All right, now we move on to Dave.
Right.
So play your trap.
Play a trap. I've got a kamikaze imp. I sacrifice kamikaze, 1 little imp, and I deal 3 damage to the first adventurer. I have no thieves to take away the damage, and I do 1 damage to all of the other adventurers.
Oh, that's a pretty good trap. Right, so that's the trap done. Now we do this fast spell. Do you have any wizards? You do.
I do, so I have to pay that to keep me slime, and then my slime is going to do 1 damage to each of the 8 guys.
Right, so the slime has been used, so he's knocked out.
He's
So
dead.
he won't be able to use for the rest of the combat rounds. They move forward. They now do
To your dungeon,
healing.
Dave.
They do healing.
Dead.
Healing, he heals 1 point from the wizard.
And then we do fatigue. 2 points to the front guy, which keeps him alive. And then do conquering. And that's that. So now we go on to Martin. So really trap.
Right, I've got a poison dart which is going to bounce off this front guy here.
Because he's got a cleric to avoid the 1 point of damage.
Thief.
Thief, sorry.
Yes.
Right, so that's that. But if he survives, he gets something like 2
damage.
at
Yeah.
the end.
I'm hoping he's going to die from the fatigue and the
Quick-
poison.
Quick spell
So
has
now we
no
do-
effect.
Yep, I've got no monster for
Monster.
the quick spell to take effect.
Okay, so then we go on to slow spells, which is none.
Right.
Healing, so you can get nothing to heal.
Then
So-
fatigue.
Fatigue,
So-
2 on the front guy. And then conquer
So
that
I'll
time.
lose that. And then this guy here is going to keel over from the poison. There. Also,
Okay.
you'll help by the fact that you didn't have
Right, mine.
any trap.
I've got. Oh, I don't have a trap. I didn't play a trap. Slow spell. I'm going to pay 1 food. Oh no, I don't have a cleric.
You don't have a wizard to attack you,
Yeah.
so you don't need to.
He is going to jump over and hit my thief in the middle.
You have to pay his cost or withdraw it.
I don't have a.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't have a wizard
to cast
attacking
it.
him.
Ah, oh yeah, sorry.
So
Completely
I'm going to
forgot.
jump over and do 3 damage to this guy right here. That means his ability. That means he's out for the rest of the round.
He's in your dungeon.
He goes to slow spells, which there isn't any healing. There isn't anything to heal.
Can I just ask, what is this?
That's healing.
So it's just that whole symbol is healing, yeah?
Yeah.
That's healing next. Yeah.
And then
Allocate
conquering.
damage, healing.
Right.
And conquering. It gets
Fatigue.
conquered.
Fatigue.
Yes, and fatigue.
I think we've established that everyone's dungeon's going to get smashed to pieces in a minute.
No, I'm quietly confident I'm not losing another.
Right, D. Oh, well.
Okay, round.
do the
Okay,
setup.
round 2.
We'll start with D again. You got any traps?
Yes, I do. Rolling Stone. The first
Oh,
adventurer
yes.
takes 3 damage. Pow!
Poor wizard man is squashed.
He's been
Right.
battered.
So the spell is no spells because he's dead. The slime.
Trap's done.
Slime, do 1 point to all of them.
There's only one left. So he does a point on him. We then go to healing. He heals that
Heals
1
himself.
point. Oh, by the way,
So
this
this
goes,
guy
yeah.
gets used.
Then we go to fatigue. 2 points on him. And then conquering takes out that tile right there.
If I can turn it over.
And then we move on to Dave. Have you got a trap?
No traps, no fast spells. I'm going to use her second ability to do 1 point to 2 different adventurers. So I'm going to deal 1 to him and 1 to him, which kills this guy.
Which was the spellcaster, which is a slow spell. This turn was a slow spell indicated by the green gem, which he just killed. So
He moves
doesn't have
up.
to worry about.
I've allocated, and
You got
she
any?
goes back.
Yep. Then you got any healing,
He heals himself for 1.
and then fatigue.
Allocate 2 fatigue, which kills him, and he's off to the dungeon.
Sorted. So
So
Dave's
n-
got no more worries about adventurers. They're all fucked in jail.
Right.
Like
That's how you do it.
like most jails.
Right, traps.
I'm not getting traps this time. So there's
Right,
no quick
so-
spell, so
no-
my bunch is just going to kill this little thief here. So she's used.
Alright, we got any healing? None because.
Well, there's nothing to heal there. So he's just going to take 2 fatigue.
and then
And then
conquer.
I'm going to lose this.
Mine is pretty simple as well. I've got a trap. It's rolling stone or something, which is going to smash the warrior.
I now understand why I didn't get any good traps, by the way. Everybody else got
I've still got 2 spades. Do you want to buy one?
Warrior's dead. I've got no spellcasters, no monsters in play. So healing, there's no damage to be done. So it goes to fatigue, 2 on there, and my dungeon gets overturned. And that is round 2 done. We'll go back to round 3. D has got no traps and no monsters left to fight, so this healer is just going to rampage through his dungeon.
So he heals 1 first.
Yep. Then you put
Then fatigue. I only put 1 fatigue
Yeah,
on it because of
'cause-
that card. It indicates in the bottom right hand corner.
So
So
it's 1 fatigue on him, so
he's
he's
got-
still alive. He takes out another dungeon square, which should be one of the. Not a.
It has to be that one. It's nearest to the dungeon entrance.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Didn't know that.
That means I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not going to bother doing Dave because he's kicked ass. Right, Martin, you got any traps?
I do. My anti-magic dart is going to kill the priest. Thank God.
Oh, had to use a dart.
I did have to use one.
Well, he saved the dungeon a bit.
I certainly did.
Mine, I've got no traps here, but I do have a ghost. Woo! Takes out the last. Actually, takes out the last 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you not use the first?
That's
Yeah,
what I
you
was.
can't
That's what I was
attack-
just
you
thinking.
Can't
can't
of.
attack him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can't attack
it
the first
because he's a ghost.
adventurer.
Oh dear. That sounds
So,
like a
yeah,
mistake.
So
Action.
he can't go there.
So I get a bit of a shoe in as well.
And then he heals 2.
Yes. Oh, that's really bad.
Let's hope you got a good trap here.
No, not really. Okay, so that's the end of the 3rd round. So, it was a really quick one.
I think we can quickly add to this video.
Yeah,
If we
let's
go
just
for it
flip
quickly.
over.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's only got 1 fatigue. What is
No,
that?
it costs 4
Okay,
magic.
it costs
so.
4. So
Yeah, but it's
So-
only got 1 fatigue. So
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
you-
the combat's going to finish after this round anyway.
do you
So.
want to play your trap
I
card?
don't know. What does it do?
It's actually looking through the lens.
I might as well. Frick it.
So I go first. Once again, I've still got no cards. So I've got no traps to play. No quick cast.
Oh, I'm not gonna
It is
you,
quick
you
cast.
can choose which. No, we can't.
Oh,
can't
it has to
use
go-
four magic
has to go
points
to that
cast
one.
it.
So let's skip all these steps. Go straight to this one. So he heals
heals
one
one.
first.
then
then
he
because
takes
it's
1 point of
another
fatigue.
level 1 of fatigue because of this card over here.
Apparently, I've just read in the rules as well. There's 4 1s, 4 2s, and 2
Then
zeros.
he gets 1 fatigue and he conquers another
Zero
place because
fatigue.
he's an
Yes.
absolute animal of a priest.
You think that's bad? I'm gonna lose a actual
A room.
room.
Don't worry, you can play 2 monsters when you're in a room. Oh, hang on.
You done? I didn't play that card because I just read it while D was taking his turn. So my dungeon gets obliterated.
Ironically, if you'd played it last turn, you'd have been alright.
Yeah, thanks for that. And he leaves my dungeon victorious. So that is the first year
Why are
of
clerics so aggressive?
Dungeon Lords done. We're just going to
What do you
set
mean?
up
Mine
for
wasn't.
year 2 and then we'll carry on with the review. Cheers, mate. Alright, so we're down to the last fight of year 2 and it's all happening. I'd just like to point out that I am the evilest bastard alive. I've made the top of the track.
Never seen this happen before.
Look at how pansies they are.
Hey, man, pretty evil.
D.
I've got the paladin and he's really, really hard mates.
His entourage of shit kickers.
Right, so we're basically going to start off round 2. So we'll
Might be
start with
worthwhile
who's
explaining what
I've
the
got the start token.
Right, so-
Awesome.
Jason might be worth explaining what the paladin does and the fact that he's a healer for 3.
He's got all the abilities. He ignores 3 points of damage on the trap. He heals 3 health. He moves to the front. He's got 8 health points, and he can take 3 magic crystals. So he's gonna be really hard. Right, so Martin,
I'm fighting 3 threes. Thieves.
they are gonna rob you blind.
So I've got some traps, but they're useless.
That's
Which is
8
awesome.
points of damage
Yes,
reduced.
8 points of damage reduction from traps, so my traps are worth nothing.
So you can play a trap?
No. Funny that. We've got a slow spell there, so that's nothing. So my witch is going to hit this first thief here.
4 points of damage. That's not
4,
bad.
and
Good
she's
start.
gonna fuck off.
Okay.
Okay.
Slow spell.
Slow spell. I don't have any casters, so
Each wounded adventurer heals 1 hit point.
No, he's
No
only got.
casters,
He's
I
so
only
don't
got
have any
it's
casters.
irrelevant.
So a bit of fatigue.
no healing.
So he's
1
gonna-
point, unfortunately.
That's good enough to kill him. That's fine.
And 1 point on the next guy as well.
No,
Oh, that's only 1 point. Yeah.
It's only 1 point.
And then they rampage through this.
Destroy that one.
Heading for your room.
It's okay. Moderately successful.
Right, mine is going to be a little more brutal. Dave will take over. I've got a poison dart, which I'll target that guy there. It doesn't heave
No damage.
no damage. Then I have a troll, a vampire, and a ghost. They're fighting in a room, hence the reason I can have more than one monster
Rooms
fighting.
allow you to fight with 2 monsters, and the
And
ghost
plus-
doesn't count towards that.
Monsters and trolls. Trolls get +1 damage in there, so I've got 4 from the troll. I'm going to use the vampire's swing for 2 and return ability, and the ghost is also 2.
Who are you hitting?
The paladin.
The
Right,
ghost
okay.
can't hit people number 1, so he can't hit the paladin.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oops.
But-
Jason didn't.
Fuck, I'll swap them around quickly.
Yep.
And then I'll,
Well, Alice, he's about to get shit kicked out of him
Yeah.
anyway, so it's
gonna-
only fair.
I'm going to spend a food to make the troll hit for 5, 6, 7, and each one of them will take 1 for 8.
Don't forget the room adds 1 to the troll as well.
Yeah, that's why it does 5.
Yeah.
So Paladin's dead.
And each
And
one
they
of
will
them
take
take
him
1. Paladin dies in my jail, bitch.
Yay. Now watch the rest of them kick the crap out of you.
That goes back there, and these 2 are knocked out.
Poison
Right.
dart gets discarded.
Wait
unfortunately.
now. Where do we go on to next?
Onto there, and then healing.
So you don't have any casters now, do
Because
you?
he's dead now. So
Yeah.
he doesn't
The
he
healing
generate-
heals all 3 of those,
Yep. Priesty at the back.
and then fatigue.
What does your
1.
dart do?
1 on
Poison
there.
dart does 2 damage after the conquest, so your room, your room
right.
blows up, and whichever one you did 2 damage on.
The guy with strength 8, wasn't it?
Oh dear. So that leaves Jason
Yeah,
with
that's
a couple of creatures and some
Yeah.
traps.
At least I killed the paladin. I'm happy now.
5 victory points in the bag.
I think you did better than I would have there.
Oh shit, we're up to 4 minutes.
Right, D, your turn.
Right.
You got any traps?
I have got no traps whatsoever.
What have you got fighting you? You got 2 medium-sized warriors and a healer.
Right, I've got a big fat demon.
Who just
which
ate his stone golem thing the turn before.
ate one of those, so he's not hungry anymore.
It's quite good. It does 7 damage to all of them.
Brilliant.
7 points to anybody, so he gets
to
to
anyone.
choose one of
And
them.
they don't conquer.
And they don't conquer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to
eat
go
the
straight
healer?
over and I'm going to kill the healer in 1 hit for 7.
Good plan.
Smash him in the face.
You got no magicians, so there's no
Do I still
spells.
fatigue?
Yeah, I don't think.
No.
I think it says
No.
they don't
Fatigue,
fatigue
not
and they
fatigue,
don't
fatigue,
conquer.
thanks
So
to
basically,
the
he
demon.
just punches someone and that's it.
So he
That's
goes for
not
sleep.
bad, though.
Yeah, sleepy boys.
So,
And then we move on to Dave. Dave, you got any traps?
I have, once again, I've got a kamikaze imp, so he's off to join the Taliban,
Freaking imps.
and
we don't condone Taliban.
And there are other terrorist organisations available.
means he takes 3, and all of the others take 1.
Okay. So have you got any magicians down there, Dave? I can't really see.
I have no magicians. I do have magicians. I have 2 magicians and a cleric fighting me, unfortunately.
So they do the regeneration thing.
Indeed,
Each
they
wounded
do.
adventurer heals 1 hit point. Right, and then your normal healing, if you got any. 2 more heal points
more
healed.
heals.
Holy crap, that just healed everything you did.
Yeah, I just wiped out completely.
And then we go to fatigue and conquering. Oh, you're vampire. Yeah.
Actually, no, the vampire attacks before the healing, so I'll put them 2 back on. Vampire attacks for 2, but goes back on. And he's dead off to the dungeon.
You've got 5 health.
Oh shit, no, yeah.
Come on, Dave, get together.
And now he heals for 2.
Yeah. And now your target's conquered. Okay. Next round. Alright, so the next round of combat. Martin.
Hang on, let's have a look at what this card
Right.
is.
Slow attack again.
2 fatigue. Magic key. Discard one of your imprisoned adventures if you have any.
I don't have any magic.
Neither do
Does
I.
anyone have any magic?
Only
I
Dave.
have 2.
Yay!
Right, so Martin, you got any traps?
Still not, no. Too many thieves.
But you have got at least a big dragon in play.
Right, dragon's going to do 2 damage to both of them.
Ooh.
Unimpressive, I think, for a dragon, I have to say. But
Oh, on the plus side, they're going to get another 2 fatigue on the front guy.
it's true, yeah. So, you know, another 2 rounds.
Which happens now.
Another 2 rounds, he's going to be dead. Awesome.
One possibly.
And
Possibly, yeah.
you lose that room over there.
I do. My food producer, but I don't care at this point. It's largely irrelevant, I think.
Take that.
I will.
Right, mine is going to be a pendulum. 4 damage on the second guy. And then my vampire is going to swing around for his 2 to hit him as well. Put him to 8, which kills him.
Bloody hell.
And he goes back to his roost. Healing, he'll heal that 1 point. And then fatigue, 2 points on him. And they'll kick the shit out of my corridor.
And you want to shuffle that guy along as well. Sit.
Right, and then D, what you got?
Nothing.
That would be a big nothing.
No, they're
Just rampage over
They're
that.
just going to come punch the shit out of a corridor.
He's got no creatures, no traps,
But
no
you
hope.
take
No
2
hope.
fatigue.
Yeah.
They just slowly saunter through my dungeon.
Dave.
Okay, I'm going to start with a pendulum trap. The second adventurer takes 3 damage, but as it's the second year, it actually takes 4 damage. And the second adventurer. I'm then going to use my Banshee's second ability to deal 1 damage to
Apologies
the
for this being
first
upside
adventurer
down, by the way.
and the second adventurer. So killing both of them.
How? That front one's got 5.
Yeah.
You've only got 4 tokens on it.
Now she's attacking. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
3
my
before.
mistake. Yeah, I see what I'm saying.
Cheat!
See, this is his game, by the way.
I've played 3 times. This being the 3rd. So she fucks up back there. He moves up. And
Then healings.
Slow
Key.
magic.
Yeah, it's the magic key.
Yeah, release one of your dudes. Is it
he's still
anyone?
got to attack, which goes before slow
Okay.
magic. And he will do 2 points of damage to him and then return, which takes the magic user out before the slow magic,
Okay, cool.
which is what I planned.
Then he moves up.
He moves up and takes 2 points of fatigue.
And your room is gone.
Smash. Funny enough, my food producer.
Happens twice this round unless you prevented conquering. Choose the second tile according to the usual rules. Well, I'm glad no one's got any casters left for that.
Yeah.
That sounds horrendous.
Alright, let's go
And
straight
Right,
into it.
Here's my line of defence. So no traps still. There's no quick spell there. I've got no monsters.
No
There's
slow
a slow spell. I've got no casters
No
to do.
healing.
So I've got no healing.
Fatigue.
So we'll just go straight on to fatigue, and this guy will just keel over. Well, he's knackered after rampaging through my dungeon.
And another one kicks in those tunnels over there.
And now I go. He moves up, and unfortunately, I can't imagine the next card's going to have 3 fatigue on it. So he's going to get away.
Mine, pretty simple. I'm gonna do a poison dart on him. Oh, Christ, I just realised what's happened. I fucked this up again. Vampire's gonna hit him for 3.
You
And
think
then-
in the case it's going to hit the front one?
No, I thought the fatigue was gonna. This thing was gonna kill him, but he's gonna heal him
He's gonna-
first and put another point. Give me another crystal on him. That takes care of him as well.
What did the 2 damage on that one?
The ghost.
The ghost. Can't
Oh,
attack
of
first.
course, yeah. Are you in a
And
room, are you?
Then you don't have.
No,
any,
it's ghost
Single
can.
attack from corridors.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they
okay, cool.
you don't have any spells. So
Nope.
go straight on to
healing.
healing first. So
Damn
he
it.
goes 3 off of him.
Freaking bastard.
Then 2 fatigue goes back on him. And then it goes
Try
on
and
to
change
1,
position slightly.
And they take over another corridor.
which you should have indicated with your little token, but you didn't.
He's,
Says the guy moving. Right, I'm going to use the same tactic as last round of having no cards, and I'm just going to go and get punched in the face again. So we'll firstly put 2 fatigue on
This guy dies because of the 2
this
more.
guy at the front.
this guy dies because of the
It takes 2 more
Poison
after
dart.
after conquering.
D, yeah. Was there no healing then?
Yeah, it was.
This guy's taking 2 fatigue, and then the conquer hit. Simple as that. Smack down.
We
to
have
the
a
in
wrecked
lead.
dungeon.
Okay, mine's nice and simple.
No traps.
No traps.
No spells. Okay.
He's going to hit him in the face for 4, which more than kills him, but just in case, I had a vampire there as backup for another 3.
No, he's done.
I totally smashed him.
Okay.
But this is the last round of combat, and it's going to go really quick. Martin's got no defense, so he loses a tile.
Basically, he's going to go there and run away as well, which is even more depressing.
Same here with me. My healer guy is going to run in here, break up this tile, and then leave victorious. So he goes. D's going to
Good
have the
night for
same
me.
effect.
But first, this guy kills over with a heart attack. Because he suffers 2 fatigue.
That's 2 victory points in the bag, man. You might get to positives now.
Don't be silly. He moves up and then goes and
Well, he's never paid any rent for his rooms, that's the
Yeah.
problem.
he goes and rapes all my imps.
And of course, Dave has already killed all his
We don't
adventurers.
condone rape either, right?
Yeah, this is.
But there is
And that's that. So now we're gonna just work out the victory points, and we'll get back to you on that.
And we'll
Right.
That
So
one,
we
Dave.
tallied up the scores, and you can see here's the victory point track. We're starting at 0. We've moved up to 6 points. Is Martin. 10 points is me. It's obviously not a very high scoring game. We're around there to Dave, who's on 23. Done very well, Dave. And then we move along to see where D is. Oh, fuck. Oh, yes, there's a minuses over here. What's that? -3. Well done, D.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a brutal, brutal game. As you can see, my dungeon is pretty much obliterated. I've got some tunnels left. Martin's got a nice exclusive trophy room with no fucking trophies.
It's
Like Arsenal's.
And D's dungeon's not looking so happy either, although he does have one that makes more tunnels. And
Which
Dave.
ironically costs you lots of points and gains you points as well.
And that's Dungeon Lords. Very fun and crazy game. What did you guys think? Martin?
I think it's a game where once you've played it once, you'll play it very differently the next time.
Yes. It does look quite intimidating when you look at all the stuff going on. But it does make it quite interesting towards the end, especially when you haven't got enough resources and like D did, and he was just watching these adventurers plough through his.
Although any game where somebody can finish with a minus number score, I find quite hilarious. Not so much when it's me finishing.
I mean, if Nick were here,
Yeah.
Be back down here somewhere.
I think I got the morale victory as I killed the paladin. There you go. All his shining glory. His head is on my trophy wall.
he was so evil that nobody else could get the pallet.
I actually think the mechanics of building your dungeon is quite interesting because you're not allowed to put them within the 2x2 square, so you have to build around these little alleyways and things. And this room that I had over here could only be built in a certain place, so it was the first room to get smashed, which was quite sad because I didn't even get the chance to use it. Well, Dave, you had a pretty good game. What was your secret?
Not extending his dungeon very much.
No, you didn't. Look at that. I mean, it's hardly anything. It probably saved you on taxes and things like
I
that.
also think, perhaps inadvertently, but he's don't like a crucifix as well, which is lovely.
It depends which way you're looking at it. To you, it's an upturned crucifix. It's the Orman.
Either way, it worked for you. So.
On another note, do you tell us the secret to not to do, as you did pretty shitty?
I didn't decide to get any resources and then built lots of stuff which required resources when it came to taxing.
Yeah.
That results
what
in
did it for
minus.
you.
And had the bailiffs knocking on your door.
Yeah.
It was this tile right here. Pay taxes. You got to pay for every 2 tiles of your
Squares
dungeon.
you've
You have to
got,
pay 1 gold. And Dean never got any gold. So he was just constantly getting minus figures for that.
And you should. I reckon the reason why your trophy room's empty is with all those thieves you had.
Jesus, that was ridiculous. I had these unused traps. I mean, I was moaning at the beginning because the traps I drew were terrible, and then I was starting to draw good traps. I was thinking that's brilliant, and I had nothing but thieves join the party, and so therefore I couldn't actually use any traps. So,
Karma.
yeah, it's very irritating, but never mind.
It is interesting how you have to sort of try and plan ahead because, you know, while it's all well and good to plough your money into traps and what have you, or rooms, you still have taxes to.
I think, now I've played it, I think rooms are probably not very important. I think almost the happiness meter, not very important. I think you should go traps and monsters, and just repel any attackers, because the amount of negative points you get for conquered areas in your dungeon is really bad, and obviously for taking out heroes you get plus points as well. So
I have no idea what these do.
just keep them out, basically. Why wouldn't you? I think rooms don't give you enough of a big benefit.
Rooms do a lot.
Yeah, rooms allowing you to use 2 monsters is a plus, certainly, but
Or 3 if you have ghosts.
yeah, true. But yeah, I think definitely build your defence first and then worry about what you're putting in it.
Yeah,
That's certainly my feeling anyway.
with so many variant things to do, you get kind of sidetracked by wanting to get the gold and the rooms, but the monsters and traps are very important.
Very. I
almost
hadn't realised that when we started playing.
almost think maybe monsters are even more, because the
Oh my
thieves are
God,
really
yeah,
the thieves just nullify you.
Yeah, they utterly do, yeah.
It depends on what traps you get as well, because I got really lucky early on. I mean, I had the 2 kamikaze imps,
Oh, of
plus
course,
some
yeah.
really good
Well,
traps,
that's the
and I carried most of them over to the second year
it's
for me.
it's the advantage of a random draw, isn't it, or the disadvantage depending on where you sit. But also the year 2 creatures are a lot more powerful.
Yes.
And I mean, as an example of a year 1 thief there versus a year 2 thief. So this one, you know, makes traps a little bit worse. This one negates them. It's a big difference.
There's actually an expansion after this. I know it adds another season or something like that to the game, so it's like another extra round.
Okay, straight.
And
So you'll actually get winter, because in winter there's no fighting involved.
yeah,
as well,
so there's another round, and I'm pretty sure there's some more stuff to do with the paladin and stuff like that. I think there's a second paladin.
Well, he's not very hard, is he?
And then of course there's another version of this game out called Dungeon Pets, where you actually do like you sell pets to dungeon lords or something like
Not
that.
like Crufts.
But overall, I thought it was a pretty good game. I mean,
it's quite fun. Actually.
it's good,
It's all right.
good laugh. I like the theme. I think the theme's pretty cool.
We still have no idea what these do though.
The item tokens, they'd say you must take them out at the beginning
Yeah,
of the
my
game.
advice as well would be to read the rules before you play, because trying to play whilst reading the rules is never good.
But anyway, there you go. That's Dungeon Lords. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.